Hi, I'm Matt Streamer. How do I see a black dot? Right. I see a black dot somewhere on the camera. Thought it was a spider. Oh, it's on the phone. Okay. Yeah, my dog's behind the camera. She heard me say spider and she got really scared. My dog is afraid of spiders. She just cried. She went like, ooh. She's looking around now. She's looking at the walls. Anyways, welcome to Matt Stream Outside here on YouTube. Pardon me if I'm talking a little funny today. I just got a tooth extraction a couple minutes ago, but I wanted to make sure I was doing Wednesday's episode. If you saw my latest community posts, my new channel upload schedule, instead of doing every day, I can deliver higher quality content with a new schedule. So that's what I decided to do. It gives me more opportunity to try cool things with the channel and really harness in my video editing skills. So Sundays are fishing related stuff. It can be actual fishing adventure footage, and it can be just things going on in the fishing world on YouTube, or fishing advice. Wednesdays, like today, gonna be gear reviews, stuff I'm testing out, stuff I've tested out in a review of it, like this video, and first looks at stuff I got my hands on to test out. And Fridays are gonna be, hiking adventures, camping adventures, hammock camping, tent camping, maybe some backpacking here in the future. Regardless of whatever, whether it's a Sunday fishing video, a Wednesday, gear video, or a, Friday backpacking / hiking / camping video, they're all going to be posted by 5 p.m. Eastern time. So there's that little bit of information. Let's finally get to this video. So, you're going to want to watch this video all the way through. That's what I'm going to say. It helps me out, and there's a surprise for you at the end of this video. So, there's that bit of information for you. So, these are the, I'm doing a review, probably see it in the title, of the Vasque. I was about to say, let me double check my phone, I'm filming on the phone. These are the Vasque SATORU LTs, and if I'm wrong, I'll put it up, but I'm 99.9% sure that's what these are. And I've used them for about a year. I bought them on sale last winter for $80. Their retail price before that was $150. Let's see if they were worth the price. They were discontinued, but I'm sure you can probably still find them for sale, either used or on some website. They are a hiking shoe. They're a low hiking shoe, so if you like low shoes, if distance is your number one priority, going light and moving the distance, this is a type of shoe you will go with, probably. So I'm going to start by telling you the pros of these shoes, what I like about them. I'm going to move on to the cons, and I'm going to give just my overall thought on the shoes and whether you should consider buying them or not. So, these shoes are washable. That's why I have them apart like this. I just washed them the other day because it's mud season here in Maine. I got them all muddy. Take care of your gear. It will last a long time. So, Vasque. Vasque is a pretty decent brand from what I see. They specialize in boots, so I don't think they have too many shoes like this. We'll start with the most obvious pros. Alright, so the insoles. These are the insoles. They are removable. Why is that a good thing? That's a good thing because eventually these insoles will wear out and they will develop a hole in them. That's pretty common for all insoles in shoes. It's just a thing. What that means is when these insoles wear out, you can chuck them just like that. And they are pretty comfortable too. The fact that they're a year old and haven't really developed any holes. They're nice cushiony insoles. But, alright, you can chuck them like that. You can buy a pair of insoles or gel pads or whatever. And go ahead, put them in the boot, shoe. And your shoe could last a whole nother year depending on, you know, the rest of the construction of the shoe. So that's pro number one. Removable insoles. Helps, you know, keep the insoles clean. And it helps, basically, you get a longer life out of your shoe. Because a lot of shoes use glued-in insoles that you can't remove. And once those go out, then you have a very uncomfortable shoe. And there's not really much of a point, in my opinion, anymore, if the insoles are junk. So, the laces are removable too, which makes cleaning the shoe a plus when you get it all dirty. If you're using them in mud season, you're going to want to do that. The truth that you probably see if you watch a lot of backpacking videos is a lot of times waterproof boots for hiking are just a gimmick, because a lot of times, you know, you have what's called a gazette, I think, and in a waterproof boot, you know, this would be your gazette on a low shoe. If this were waterproof, which it's not, the water can get in after the gazette. So really, on waterproof boots, your waterproof boots are only waterproof up to a certain level on the laces, which means a lot of the river crossings in wet mud you're going to be walking through, you are going to get water in those waterproof boots, and then they're going to take a longer time to dry. So, there's that tidbit of information. So, the fact that these are not waterproof doesn't really matter. So, being able to remove these laces and the insole, to throw these in your washing machine, and then dryer, clean them out, is pro number two. Alright, so these are the laces. They're an alright shoelace. They're not the worst shoelaces ever. But definitely after a year, they are probably worth upgrading to a new pair of shoelaces. I've never had any problems with them. They're a good length. I'm sure you could be crafty and try to make your own shoelaces as well. So, pro number three. These are surprisingly breathable. I've worn them all through the summer, just as much as I've worn them in the winter, and they are the most breathable shoe I own, which is really, really nice to have a breathable shoe. Pro number three is the construction is excellent. I don't know if the camera will pick it up, but there's really awesome sewing done on these. The sewing is immaculate. The color, I really love the color. That's another pro, in my opinion. That might not be a pro for you, but I love the color. So let's move on to the important things. Got a Vibram outsole, and I believe it says light base, so that means instead of being a heavy, thick outsole, it's a light outsole. And the funny thing is, for a year of use and abuse, this outsole is in really good shape compared to most other shoes. So, that's great, because a lot of outsoles don't last that long. And I think it might be the light base that they use. Whatever construction they use this Vibram light base outsole. I think being light helps keep it from wearing down too much, because then it doesn't have a ton of weight that can just chunk up and fall off. another pro is that it does have pretty good traction in the snow, I've noticed. If it's like early spring and the ground is still pretty frozen, you got some light snow. This has pretty excellent grip on the snow. Two more pros I can think of. There's no holes at all anywhere in the construction of the shoe. Pick up the other shoe and show. No holes anywhere. You can see they're kind of worked from the bendage of my toes. But, I mean, I'd rather have that happen than have a hole in what's important. They fit nicely around your heels. I've had no issue with blisters, even wearing thin socks. And the shoes fit nicely. I've been able to wear both thin and thick socks and have them fit my feet perfectly. So I like that you're allowed that flexibility if you want to wear a thin sock for a light hike in the summer, or if you want to wear nice thick wool socks for, you know, maybe it's a different time of year. Maybe you're doing a strenuous hike and you need those wool socks. This allows you to do both, which I find to be pretty rare in a shoe. So now I want to go ahead and move into the cons, and the cons could be why this shoe got discontinued. So let's talk about this toe box. Right here, you have a little narrow toe box. It's leather. I found that the toe box is not tough enough. So you have this that protects your toes right here, but it's too low. It's not up high enough. So what happens is when you accidentally hit your toes on a rock, you can feel it right through this leather, because this leather just squishes right down. I'm not really sure the point of it, because it really doesn't protect your feet any more than this material would. Do I like that it reduces the amount of mesh? Yeah, but I wish they would have brought this up higher like that, or used a less flexible toe protector. You know, that's con number one. Con number two actually has to do with the outsole. Con number two is that I found the outsole actually has bad grip on wet rock, which I've heard people say Vibram outsoles are supposed to be good on wet rock. I'm sure it probably depends on the type of Vibram outsole, but even though these, you know, have lasted a very long time and still have some life left, which is great, wet rock is a no-go with these shoes. I found better shoes with better grip on wet rock. This is not the shoe you want to wear walking around on wet rocks, unfortunately. You will slip, or you will be scared of slipping. I know firsthand. So yeah, con number three I noticed on one of my last videos when I was hiking is that these shoes aren't exactly the most comfortable for standing in. So they're pretty decently comfortable when you're actually hiking and moving along or whatever, but they're not comfortable for if you're taking a break and you're hiking. So overall, what's my opinion on this shoe? Is it a good or bad shoe? Well, it does have a fair bit of cons, and I think that is where it puts this in a special use category. So I think it's a good shoe. I think it's a really good shoe. I don't think it's a great shoe. It doesn't impress me as much as other shoes that I've tested out. So my general opinion is that if you are looking into these shoes, if you're doing some hiking on rocky terrain, steer clear from them. If you're doing any wet, rocky terrain, no. If you're hiking in dry terrain or even slightly wet, soily areas, you know, you got that real soft soil. It's not super wet, but it's not rocky either. These would be great bet for long distance hiking. They won't be the most comfortable shoes, but they will be pretty fairly comfortable, if that makes any sense. They won't be uncomfortable. They won't cause heel pain, which I can tend to get quite a bit. They lack toe protection, which is another reason why you want to steer clear of them if you're hiking in rocky areas. And the durability of them, for being over a year old now, is absolutely insane. There's no holes anywhere in them. It's got those removable insoles to help them basically last forever. It's got, you can clean them real easy by taking out the laces, so when those insoles wear out, put some new insoles in. When those laces wear out, buy a new pair of shoelaces and put them in. You can have a shoe that will last a long time, and you can use them. I wouldn't hesitate to use them for, short day hikes. Probably, I would say, if you are in rocky areas, probably day hikes about 7 to 10 miles maximum. I wouldn't do any more than that with these shoes. Personally, I wouldn't recommend these shoes for any sort of really long distance hikes, like through hiking. I don't think they would be a good shoe. They're really durable. I think they're a day hiker's shoe. So, these shoes, are they worth it? In terms of durability, they are absolutely worth it. In terms of comfort, you still get in a pretty good deal, but these are in no way a thru hiker or a trail runner or, any sort of serious hiking shoe, but they're certainly enough to get you through a pretty decent day hike, so long as you steer clear of rocks. That's my thought on the shoe. Like I said, I'm not gonna bother making a score, If you're looking into these shoes, buy them for durability and for day hikes. That's my review of these shoes. I told you to stick around for the end. Here's why. I have been testing out a Deuter Speedlight 13 pack. I've been really, really impressed with the pack. Like, probably one of the most impressive pieces of outdoor gear I've ever had. And if I can get this channel to 500 subscribers, I think we're at 75 right now, I will buy a Deuter Speedlight 13 liter pack and give it away to a random subscriber. All you have to do is subscribe to the channel. Obviously, likes and comments are appreciated, but by getting this channel to 500 subscribers, you can have a chance to win a really awesome Deuter day pack. Let me go grab it. Just like this. Obviously, there's different colors available, but you could win one of those. So, if you want to win a really awesome piece of outdoor gear, I don't know who doesn't want to win free stuff, especially awesome, cool, free stuff. But, yeah, so here's a little bonus. That's my thank you to you for watching the channel. And if I get that many subscribers, that's my thank you to my subscribers. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it educated you a little bit. I hope you were able to get some good information on this piece of gear, these shoes. Hope you have a great day or night. Once again, views, likes, comments, subscriptions, all appreciated. You could have a chance to win that pack.